Okay. Um, Let me fire up teammate. Teammate.
Okay.
Teammate. Messages. And we'll give you the web link.
All right.
Okay, I'm pasting it into the Hangout. Oh,
Okay.
there it is.
All right.
See if you can get in there.
And we're in.
Is it? Can you see the whole page?
Yep. Yep.
Can you see
Yep.
me typing down here at the bottom?
Yep.
All right. All right. So, Alan, and then let me copy this. Sorry, I'm kind of slow right now.
No, no, no. You're good.
Okay.
I just bombarded you here.
Oh, this is a. That's not a repo. Okay, that's just a link to the branch.
Here.
Oh, so I think I have your. Did you guys change where your Where? Oh, never mind. I'll just let me click on this.
Here, I can.
So it's called Chess App. You guys
It's
changed.
called Chess App. Yeah, Chess App's the repo.
Okay. It had a different name before or something. What?
Yeah, it did. It started off as they named a repo master.
They named it what? Master. That's right.
Yeah,
That's
they
right.
named it master, and I was like, no, 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 no. We can't do that.
Okay. This may take a second to get kind of set up in here.
No, that's fine. Yeah.
That's right. You named it Master, and then you had to. What?
I had to get on my soapbox for a day and explain why it was not a good idea.
Why is this not working? Oh, Ruby. Ruby. What? Does it matter what version I use here? Let's just use 2.33. Okay. Man, that first sip of coffee,
It's so good, isn't it?
it's like sometimes I'm like it's a good thing. Well, it's like addiction to caffeine, which is a mild thing really. But still, it's not a good thing to have a chemical addiction, right? But
Right.
it makes that first cup of coffee just there's just
It's
nothing
so.
like it.
I know. It's just so enjoyable. No, I hear you. I hear you.
Okay, let's look at I just want to see what I got to put in here. So, okay. So, what database? War and Peace. War and Peace. Oh gosh. Okay, let me make sure I'm running Postgres. And I apologize for the time it's taking me to get set up. Rake DB
No, you're good.
create. Let's go. Oh great. Rake DB migrate. And then I got to get to the branch that you were on.
Yeah.
Okay, which was I'm looking at the branches. Why don't you just tell me what the name of the branch is?
List available games.
Okay. Okay, I got it. Now I'm on that branch, and we are in business.
All right.
So let me fire up the server. Is that what I should do? Or should I run the tests?
No. Well. No. I would fire up server.
Okay. And I'm gonna let me whoops. Let me do this.
And you may tell me what we're gonna run into. The problem is that I need to wait basically on his work. Maybe I didn't get all of his work for the scope. But I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a good possibility. Which is why I said this could be very quick, and I just need to wait on that. I got assigned like 3 different stories to work on this week on Sunday, and it's now Friday, and I can't get to any of them because they're all blocked. And so it's just going to cause this like giant stress over the next few days because I don't expect everything to get done.
Oh boy.
I just can't get there when your stories are blocked. Such is life.
Okay, so nothing's coming up when I run when I'm hitting this. What should I see here? It kind of just hung. You know why that would be?
I
Oh,
have
there it
no
goes.
idea. Okay.
That took a long time. I wonder why that took so long.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. Locally for me, it takes a while.
Okay. Well, this.
Okay, so you're on the homepage.
Yeah, should I sign up?
Yes.
All right. Oh. Mm-hmm. Okay. Sign up. Ta-da! And then, okay, I'm signed in, I think.
You redirect to the homepage.
Yep, it did.
Okay, so then if you select join game,
Okay.
this is where games should get listed out, and this is where I'm getting an error message.
All right. And but we don't have any games in the system right now, right?
That's right. You're not going to. No, that's right. So we need to create one.
Do I create one myself?
Yes.
So I see my own games that I've created as available to.
Well, no. So I guess could you hop in the console and just create a game under a different user?
Yeah.
So you'll actually see games that you are not signed into.
Right. Well, I'll just make a
You are
couple here.
able to join.
Okay, so I clicked new game and I'm on this board. I guess did that create a game when I clicked it?
Yeah, that created a game. Yes.
Every time I click it, it's creating a game?
Yes.
Let's look in here.
It should.
Well, I can't really tell. But we can, let's just look and see. Yeah, you have a game model, right?
Yes.
Well, so far nothing. Are you sure?
So it's not creating the game. So maybe that's one of the issues I'm running into.
Well, let's just see what. I just want to see what happens when I'm clicking that button. Okay, so when I do that, it's going to this new game path. Let's go there. Okay. Now, this is one of the things, there's plugins in Vim. I'm on new game path, and it knows if I hit this little text shortcut, it knows where to take me.
Oh, nice.
It's a huge time saver.
Yeah.
Okay, here we are. Okay, that's fine. So it's creating a game, creating a bunch of pieces array.
Yeah.
Well, I think this is setting up the board without saving it.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's what I just realized too. It doesn't look like it's saving it.
And then here's this create action. I'm gonna see who wrote this.
Allison, probably.
Well, we're not gonna blame anybody.
No, that's fine.
But if it was
I
you,
can tell.
Oh, you,
I can already tell who it is.
all right. Well, do we have the liberty to work on this or not?
Yes. Yeah.
I think it's do you want it to, let's go back to the Chrome thing. Do you want it to just create it? I think it's reasonable when someone clicks new game to just flat out create it. It's not like they can customize it. It's the same every time, right?
Right. I would agree. Yeah. That when they create it, yeah.
And and then they can easily delete it, right? If they don't, or I guess you haven't put that in yet, but I guess you could delete a game. Okay.
Yeah, we'll get there. Yeah.
So then the Rails way would be to have this link to new game to actually point directly to this create method here.
Create. Okay.
Yeah, and this looks like
Looks like we have it opposite.
No, like this is normal. I mean, like normally when you hit new, you go to a form where you fill in the attributes of the thing you're about to create, and then when you submit that form, it runs the create method to actually persist it in a database. But you don't need the step of filling in the form values. It's just a standard chessboard.
Right.
So you could do one of two things. You could have this new method actually save the game at the end, and that's not terrible to do, but it's more Railsy to just have that button point straight to create.
Okay.
And we just basically move this code up here down into create. You don't create the game from game params, so we would get rid of this. Do you want to just try it?
Yeah.
All right, so
I'm looking too. I think she left a note. Currently in new. Yeah, she just built this. She said it's currently in new. It will need to be moved once we have games created and stored in our database. So.
All right. Well,
it looks like she knows it needs to be moved. I think she was just trying to get it somewhere.
Yeah. So you have many pieces, and then each piece has like a type and a piece type and a piece color.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, anyway. And coordinates.
Yes.
Okay, let's just do this. So I'm just going to copy I wish I knew in Vim how to extend this down to the 46th line,
Yeah.
I don't really know how I can like skip ahead like that, but all right, I'm going to delete this and we're just going to put it here.
Okay.
So we got our new game there and we have our pieces.
Yep.
And I think the thing is this pieces array is not really a bunch of pieces. It's a bunch of hashes with some values in it.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Which is okay. I'm just going to leave it that way because... Ouch! Oh, gosh. I stood up and it yanked my earbud out of my ear and it hurt so bad.
Ripped your ear off.
Yeah. It was like, you ever see that? Anyway.
Oh, yeah. I've done that before.
But let's just leave this hash the way it is and we'll convert a bunch of pieces with it. Okay, so... The thing is, the piece, she has type there, but really it's piece type, not type, right? Do you see the problem? Like, pieces don't have a type column, they have piece type. So this has to change to piece type.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So...
Okay.
Okay, so this will be slightly mind-blowing. Get ready.
Boom.
Oh no, that's not right. What do I want to do there? Will this work? Yeah. See that?
Whoa, nice.
That's a Vim macro thingy. Okay. So we got all these hashes. So what we want to do is we want to create this game. Well, let's just see if it works. We don't need that. Create the game, and then if we can save the game, I'm just trying to think why we would. Anyway, okay, so down here, if we can save the game, then we need to add all these pieces to the game, okay?
Okay.
So you do it like this. You could say pieces.each do. Okay, so for each piece, we want to create a new piece with. Okay, so actually, these aren't pieces. They're pieces
Type. Or,
params. You know, it's like a whole
okay.
bunch of hashes of piece.
Okay. Yeah.
I would call it piece params hashes, just to be really
Okay.
explicit, because
Yep.
they're not a piece yet. They're not a piece object. And then here we'll say piece params.
Okay.
And then you pass each one of these rows from this to create a new piece. Does that make sense, Alan?
Yeah. So now they're actually an object.
Yeah, here they're actually an object, and so we actually have to,
Yes.
assign it to something, because, well, or you can say game.pieces, and you do this.
Okay.
And actually, we want to actually persist it, so we would say create. Okay, so what we're doing there is we're creating a piece here on the right, and from one of these rows of params up above, and then right away we're assigning it to the game, attaching it to the game.
Okay. Yep. That makes sense.
All right, and then that's it, and it might be enough. Oh no, I don't want to do that yet. So, and then after we do that, so let's just. Do you have pry in here?
I don't think so.
Or it might have bug or something, right?
I think it has bug.
Yeah, it's got bug. Good enough. So let's put bug in here, and then we're gonna create a piece. So I'm gonna delete this new action because we don't need it. Let's jump to the routes, and no, games, right? Oh, whoops. We don't need new anymore because we're just jumping straight to create. And then the only other thing we need to do is change that link to be, where is that thing? It's new game. Instead of going to new game path, we need to go to, let's look at your routes, the one for creating a game, which is probably create game path. What is it? No, it's just games path. It's a post to games path. That's right. Sorry.
Yep.
All right, so we'll say games
Game
path.
path with a method of post.
That's right. Method. I think I can just do that.
Yeah, you should be able to.
All right. So that's a lot of changes we made, and we didn't drive it by tests. So I'm not that confident that it's gonna.
Yeah. I was gonna say I'm probably going to go. I can clean up a ton of tests, which is fine.
That's okay. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm refreshing, and so now when I hover over new game, the link is changed. So let's see what happens when I click on it. Bionk. And that's interesting. So there's something not right. Because did I save everything? Okay, let's go back here. Create the new game, kill the pieces. Maybe the game didn't save. Okay, let's try this. Let's just put bug here and see. Oh, the game probably wouldn't save because it's not valid. Okay, anyway, let's do it again. Here we go. New game. Clickety. Okay, good. So now it's stuck. Probably right here. So the game is not valid. So it's not going to save, so it's not going to attach any pieces. So we can look at the errors this way. Did you know you can do that? Like if you can see, like it's not it won't save if it's not valid. And if you call valid with a question mark on the active record object, it will populate this errors hash in the object, and you can see what's wrong with it. See it, not errors, but messages. You see it says game status can't be blank. So let me exit out of here. So if you go back to your game model you have validation here on game status. It's got to be true. So what is the game? What are the options for the game status?
See, okay, so this is I don't know. We don't have any, and I kind of brought that up. I'm like, we don't have any logic around game statuses at all.
Well, okay. Well, it's fine. Well, then what you should probably do is just make a little statuses. Just make an array of like.
Yeah, it's kind of like open, full, in play or progress, or I don't know.
Yeah, open. I like that.
I don't know if we want to do like a full in progress and full.
Well, that would be full. Would be in progress, right? I was thinking like
Yeah,
finished
yeah, yeah. You're right. Yeah, finished. Yeah,
or complete. I don't know. Whatever.
yeah, yeah.
So you got these three statuses, and so there's a few different ways to do this. But I'm just gonna anyway. Let's just go back here. So when you create a new game here, you would just say, was it game status?
Yeah.
Game status is open.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. On a new game. Yep. That makes sense.
Did I keep going here? Yeah. So let's go back here and refresh this again. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'll click new game. And it's stopping here. So now we can say, is the game valid? It is valid. So now if I hit exit, it's going to try to attach all those pieces. And there's some kind of problem there. All right, let's go find out what that is. Actually, let's just put a bye-bye here and stop it again. This is not my preferred way to like dig into things because it's more a little bit nicer to have like a test or something.
Yeah.
Okay, new game, and so we have this game. If I do game.save, now in the database there are a couple games or one game, right? Okay.
Yep.
So, and this game must have an ID. Yeah. So the question is, can I do this? Let's go back and look at one of these params. I'm just going to grab a row, okay, like that, and I don't even know if that copied it properly. But now I'm going to make a piece, right? And say piece equals piece.create, and I'm going to pass in that hash.
Okay.
And let's see if that works. And it doesn't work. Okay. Piece type. Oh gosh. I am so stupid. Because she was using single table inheritance. All right. So okay, I got you. Well, I think. All right, let's go back here and try this again. Is it because it's just lowercase? Aha. That's why. It just needs to match. The piece type needs to match the capitalization of the class. And
Okay.
then pieces don't have a color attribute. Why not? Let's go look at it. It's piece color. All right. So that's fine. So instead of color, we have to do piece color. So let's fix that real quick.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Makes sense.
Okay, piece color.
I'm just gonna throw this out there. I think we're cleaning up a lot of. I don't like to throw people under the bus. I'm a team player. The reason I think we're finding a lot of these errors, I think she's uncomfortable with a lot of this, which is fine. It's a huge learning curve.
Yeah.
But I think she's doing a lot of copying, pasting from other groups she's finding on GitHub. So
Yeah. You know what? Nobody in a boot camp deserves to be criticized. You know, it's like it's so.
no, not at all, not at
Yeah.
all.
So I think it's fine, and I think these are, easy things to find, and it's educational for everybody, right? So,
Hmm.
all right.
I just
So
is there a good way, like when I go in? This is like a sidebar too. Yeah, maybe it's just learning to work in a team dynamic too, about kind of like cleaning up code a little bit. Is there like a proper way to go about that?
cleaning up this code.
Yeah, or like modifying, like should I reach out to him first and say, hey, I need to modify this a little bit, just giving you a heads up, and I'm happy to explain like the changes I'm making.
Yep. I mean,
Okay.
I don't know if we talked about this before. There's this guy who works for Thoughtbot named Derek Pryor, and he wrote
There's a
this.
Thoughtbot in Raleigh, by the way.
Is there really?
Yeah, I actually met one of the um, engineers there last week at a meetup. Yeah.
Why don't they come to Atlanta? I would camp outside their door. Anyway, he wrote this article about code review, and there's some phrase they use. I can't remember exactly. It's something like the inherent negativity bias of written communication.
Hmm.
Anyway, just how even on GitHub or an email, you can say something like, I fixed this code, and how someone reading that, it can come across as just,
Oh yeah, absolute wrong
it can
way.
really
The farthest from what you meant.
yeah, but what you really meant was, I fixed this code, PS, I suck just as hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like you're not on a high horse or anything. You're just, it's like, so to mitigate that, you have to really move the dial the other way with smiley faces and hey,
Yeah.
and just like all this. It's not artificial, but just make sure people know that it's
Yeah.
lighthearted and
Okay.
because some people are very sensitive about
Yes.
stuff
Yes,
like
they
that.
are. All right.
I think we all are sometimes. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
so let's go back here and I'm gonna try again and change color to white. Let's piece color, and let's see if that creates a piece. Ta-da! Nope. Unknown attribute X. Okay, so I missed something else. Oops.
So we need to
Oh,
tie all this into pieces. We need to do current position
current position
X and
X.
current position Y. Okay.
Yeah. Current position X, current position Y. Yeah, those are good names. All right, so let's go back here, and instead of X, let's see here. Current position X. All right. Did that work? Yes, it did. Okay.
Yes. I
And,
need to do the Y.
and now we'll do current position Y. Current position Y. Boom. Okay.
Okay.
And now we're going to go back here and try again. We'll make these changes
Hopefully.
here. It's good. I mean, we're just getting to the bottom of it.
No, this is good to kind of like work through it with you because I'm learning too what other people have implemented because you're busy working on it.
Yes. Now this didn't work. Maybe because there's no game. Let me go look at the piece again. Belongs to game. I mean, yeah, it's probably because there's no game. So If we did game was the first game, will that work?
Yep.
No. What is the deal here? Why won't it do it? Piece dot errors. Oh, the user must exist. Okay.
Yeah. Does that tie back to
For-
not defining what the user is when they sign in for a game?
No,
Like
because
what the default user is?
you've got the user. I guess, let me go look at the piece again. Belongs to user, yeah. So you got to have a user. So every piece needs to have. Well, let's just do it here. So, well, it's hard to do it here because you don't have a user. Well, no, it's not because I'm right. Like I'm in here somewhere. Yep, there's a user. Okay, so we're gonna make a piece now and assign it a user. Let's see if that works. Ready, go. Yay! Okay, so it's fine. It's good. So to make a piece, you got to spell all the fields correctly, duh, and then you have to make sure that every piece has a game and a user. So let's just make sure that the controller does that. So here you got all your kind of piece-specific values set up correctly. What we don't have is the game and the user. So, or we have the game down below. So, but what we don't have here is the user.
Right.
So I'll do it this way down here, okay? Which is, and I always forget how to do this exactly. Hold on. Well, okay, so I'll do it like this. So in the controller, how do we get to the user who's going to own these pieces? Well, if you're using device like out of the box, you should just be able to say current user.
Yeah. Okay.
Right?
Yep.
So what we can do here is like every time we loop through this here, right? This piece params hash, we just want to add the current user to it. Right? So we can just, so can't you do this? Piece params user is equal to current user.
Yeah.
So we just insert the user into the params hash before we attach it to the game.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
All right. So now we're going to try again, right? The big test. So let's get out of there and go back here to the web version. Okay, moment of truth. Ta-da! Actually, it's gonna. Oh shoot! Undefined method each for no class. What? All right, let's see what happened here. What did I do wrong? Oh, I didn't mirror this name change up here. So this is not pieces anymore. It's piece params. Piece param hashes. Is that right?
Yep.
Nope, that is not. What did I call it down there? Piece params
Piece
hashes.
params hashes.
All right. Sorry. All right. Trying again. Ta-da! I just want to. Oh crud! No. No. I forgot to capitalize all these.
Oh. I was like, what is going on?
Yep. All right. Now I wonder, just for giggles, if we could write a Ruby macro to capitalize that. Let's see here. No, that didn't work. Okay. Hold on, let me try again. So I'm just trying to learn something here. 0. Nope, that's not what I want. That's the whole word.
Yeah.
Okay. I do. Okay, let's try one more thing. How do I just capitalize the character I'm on?
Yeah, I was gonna say, can you just capitalize the first character?
Let me go over here and look.
Uppercase. I think that does the entire string now.
Switching the case of characters in Vim. All right. Aha! I found it. Okay. Let's use the tilde. That's what they say. Let's see if it works. All right, great. Oh no. Okay, here I go. New macro. Tilde and stop. Let's see if it works. Did not work. I'm sorry, Alan. But
No, you're not. No, were you doing that?
0.
It was capitalized.
It was?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that time it worked. Okay, great. Fantastic.
Hey. Nice.
Now, I know would have been quicker to do it by hand, but I learned something.
Nah, that's kind of cool.
Okay. Let's see what happens now.
All right.
Ready, set, go! Oh, I gotta go to the... That's looking good.
Hey. Yes, it is.
Okay, so now we got our game.
All right, so it looks like a bunch of pieces were created.
And now we got our game pieces. What did I do? Pieces. 32 pieces in the game. Well, that's good.
Okay. Making progress.
It's still errored out for some reason. What's it trying to do here? Why is my computer so slow? Render show, status created. Huh. Okay, let's just run it and see what the browser says. Okay, new game. Kind of takes a while, huh?
Yeah, it does.
I wonder, I mean, we can speed that up. And I'll tell you how we can do it.
Okay.
Oh, the show page. Users logged in. So we got to the show page. Oh, this is the page.
So this is the page I was working on.
Available games. And so when I click new game, it's making a new game. And taking us to the available games page. And so now we don't see any games here.
Correct.
But it makes sense. I mean, shouldn't you show the game you just created? It's not available to join, but you're part of it. I mean, should there be a thing here that's like my games or what?
Yeah, it should. Yeah, if you go in and create a new game, you'd want to display your game. You're not necessarily looking to join other games. You want to start a game.
Yeah, so games here, I think y'all are showing available games. You know, and listen, I think it's fine to just show any game that's not finished.
Okay.
I mean, we can split it up later. If you want to show, it's almost like, what would you want to show? Games that are available to be joined.
What are you looking at here? I'm looking at your. If you look at line 56, like where you're at, it's so it's not the render show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You see what commented out there to redirect to the game?
Oh.
Would we rather do that and just display the game that was created?
Yeah. Well,
and not worry about this shit.
it's really the same thing, actually. In fact,
Yeah, I was gonna say. So here's what's kind of weird: is if you create a game, it's just gonna display your game, but there's nobody you can play against.
yeah, and this isn't. This says show page, but up here, it's not the show page. It's the games page. This is what I don't understand. Like, what is going on here? Oh, I know what's going on. Okay, so what we want to do here is we don't want to render this. We want to redirect. Redirect is better.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's try again. Going back, going back. Oh no! It's the 1 minute startup time again. What is going on back there?
I don't know.
Oh no! Undefined new game path. Oh, because we took that out of the routes. Let me find where we put that. This new game path should be games path method post. Yeah. All right. Okay, that didn't take that long. All right. Available games. Do 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 do.
It will not work.
Do. Okay. That won't work?
I don't know. I don't think so.
All right.
I wasn't getting it to work because it was calling the scope and that kept running into an error. But maybe it was because I was running into, maybe I didn't dive in enough and realize that it actually wasn't creating the game and the pieces and all that.
Mm-hmm. Does the game in this view, you're saying game.user.username for the opponent?
Yeah.
But
Uh-huh.
on the game model, you don't have a user. You can't really say game.user. You can only say white player or black player.
Okay.
So that's one thing. Is this you?
Yeah. Yeah.
So and the opponent is always the black player,
Yeah.
right? Black player.username. And the problem here is that for a game that doesn't have any opponent yet, that line will probably produce an error because black player's nil. You know what I mean? Like, you're trying to list out the username of the black player, but he hasn't been assigned to the game yet, so he's.
Okay, sorry. So it should be what I was thinking here was that this is showing any games to join, and the opponent was basically who created that game and who's looking for you to join. So would that be the white player?
Yes, it would. So that'll work.
Okay, that was my thought there.
White player. All right. Um, this I don't understand. Oh, because I don't think the game has that assigned yet. Let's go look. Okay, so how many games do we have now? We created a few. So let's look at the last one. And look, the white player and the black player are both nil.
We haven't set up
We didn't-
like.
Yep. So it's no big deal. We just have to, here when you're creating the game.
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing up here? All you have to do here is just white player, right? Is what?
Yeah. current.
Yep. Current user. Your audio is breaking up a little bit.
So then that will the game.
Hey, Alan, I can just barely hear you. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you. Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, you're fading. I can hear you fine now, but you got really faint.
Yeah. So that what that's doing is that when that's creating a new game, that's registering the default player, the current user, as a white player.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Yeah.
So what
That's
we
what we need to do. Okay.
yeah. So let's get rid of all those other games. They're all gone now, and let's get rid of all the pieces that I just orphaned. And now we can go back here and run this. There's really no games to show now.
Right.
Okay, but we can make a game. And there's all those pieces getting made. And now if we go on available games, it's weird because when we made the new game and then it redirects to the show page, like I'm making another new game now.
Okay.
And this is the show page for a game. It's just not showing anything. Shouldn't it? Wasn't it before?
It's I don't know.
You what?
I don't know what exactly. Are you looking at the web?
Yeah, I'm looking at the web.
Can you share that?
Oh my gosh, this whole time you weren't seeing all that stuff?
No, I was going blind. I know what you're looking at.
Okay, it's shared now. You're so patient. You're just like.
No, I know what you're talking about.
I can't hear you again.
Oh my goodness. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's much better. It's like you have it sounds like you're crawling under your desk occasionally.
Yeah, so I've got two screens, and then what I'm doing is I'm getting really close to my other screen, and I'm trying to look at what you're seeing there.
Okay.
I don't have my earbuds in this morning, sorry. That's why. So, you are.
Anyway, so this is showing the game we just made. I mean, everything's good here, and I can tell we're on the show page. But for some reason, let me just jump to that. But for some reason, because there's no code here to show the game. No words.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's nothing there. I don't think.
All right, well that's fine. Do you want to redirect after I create a game? Is there value in showing me the board with? Is that where you want to send the person?
So when you create a game?
Yeah, I'm creating a new game and I'm the only player. I'm the white player.
Yeah. If we just want to display.
Okay, sure.
That board.
So, but there seemed to be earlier code that was showing a board.
Yes, that's what. Let me look.
And what was that?
That.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Game. I wonder if was it in the game?
Yeah, where's the code that's showing a game? It's odd. You don't have
Is it in? I think it's in.
It's not here, is it? No.
Is it in the view?
Well, yeah, maybe it is.
I think it's in View Games New.
New. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah, that's right. So this really isn't showing the state of a game. It's just kind of
It's just creating like a random
it's
start generic game
yeah,
board.
yeah. It's just sort of filling in. It's kind of clever code actually. Oh, it's pretty good. And they're just going through and showing a template of a new board.
Yeah,
Okay, but there's, as far as I know, no code in here yet to show a board with pieces on it. Like,
that is
is that correct?
that is correct.
All right.
Well, that should display pieces on it.
It does. Oh wait. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Move to show. That's the comment here. All right. So let's wait a minute. If props. Okay. No. So this is right. Let's grab this out and do what she suggests. And yeah. And let's see what happens here. All we got to pass it is pieces. And so we got our game there.
Yeah.
And then let's just pass in let's create a pieces instance variable, or so yeah, for the view. You know why I'm doing that? I'm doing that because in the view, that's what they use here to.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, that's what she's calling it. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go back to the show method and refresh, or show page. Clickety clickety.
Five years later.
Yeah, I don't get why nobody. Well, at least we got the board there.
We got the board.
Let's look here. I'm going to inspect this square on the board and see what's in there. It's pretty much empty, which means that it's not getting, something's wrong. So for starters, let's just stop it before it goes out and refresh it here. And let's go look at the server. And let's look at pieces. Okay, we got all our pieces there. All 32 of them. Let's look at the first one. Something's not right. Current position X0, current position Y1. You know what? It's probably that. I think
The position.
I don't think that the view is looking for current position X. I think it's just looking for X and Y. Oh, no. Piece at location. Huh. If props equals piece at location, row column. This is, okay. So you have a method called piece at location somewhere?
I don't think so, to be honest.
No, you do.
Okay.
Allison may have made this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you pass it your pieces array, oops, and a row and column. Oh, this is one reason why it's slow, I think. Um, so she's returning an array with the color and the type as the first and second element if she finds the piece at that place, at that location.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Do you see what she's doing there?
That's what I'm seeing, yeah.
So she's going through, and if she finds a piece at that location, she returns an array. Now, that's, I guess that works, but the question is, why wouldn't you just return the piece? And then you have access to all of its
Everything. All the
attributes,
attributes. Yeah.
and then you don't have to come here and inspect this to know what you're getting back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you could just return. You could do something like this, especially since. And I'm not being nitpicky. I just know that everyone wants to learn something, right? So this method is called piece at location with a question mark. And basically, if you're going to put a question mark at the end of a method, you're strongly implying that what it returns is true or false.
Correct.
But here we're not returning true or false. We're returning some attributes of the piece. So a better thing to do would be remove the question mark from it.
Okay.
And then, anyway, let me go back here to where it's being called. So as you go through each one, so let's just do this. Oops. Let's do this. We're just going to call it piece at location. And if there's a piece there, we're just going to return the piece. Okay?
Okay.
Return the piece if there's a piece at that place.
Yeah, because the piece already has its attributes assigned to it.
Right. And instead of piece X here, we have to do
starting position.
Well, yeah, like start current position X and current position Y. I think.
Yeah.
Piece at location with a row and a column. Yeah. I'm just not sure why she's using brackets there. Anyway, we'll just do piece dot. Oh gosh, what is it? X.
It's current position X.
Okay, current position X. Yep. Equals the column. And piece dot current position Y
equals row. Okay.
Equals row. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So you return the piece, and then if you don't find the piece, you return nil, not false. Okay.
Okay. Piece.
So piece at location will give you that piece, or it'll give you nothing. So then we go here and we say if props gives you that piece, then the color is equal to instead of props, I'm going to call it piece because that's what it is. Color is equal to piece dot color, and type is equal to piece dot oh gosh, what is it? Piece type, piece color. Okay, let's go back. Piece type, piece color. That might work. It's a little complicated.
Yeah.
A little bit complicated, but let's just get it working, and then if you want to make it beautiful, we can. Let's try it again. There are a few much quicker ways to get the location of all these pieces. Okay, still didn't work. Let's look in here. Oh wait, it worked for two. Oh wait, it's working.
No, it's coming through.
It's coming through. It's taking forever.
Wow.
We need a quantum computer to play this game.
Wow.
Yeah, see, the way it's basically looping. It's doing a lot of work to find out if a piece is on each shot.
Yeah.
saw the board. So for some reason, it's, what's the problem here? Images, black rook. Okay, so this image tag does not match what you have in your images folder. Let's go look there. Is that here? Yeah. Okay, so they're all lowercase here, and here our types are uppercase. So we'll just do, I think we could just do this. I think.
That should, yeah.
Or downcase? Is that what Ruby does? Is it called downcase? No, wait. Rails lowercase or downcase. How to convert a string, blah, 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 blah. Let's see here. Downcase. It's called downcase. So, all right. It's so funny that the fan on my Mac Mini turned on when I was showing this chessboard.
Uh-oh.
And I was like, are we going to make some bitcoins? Well, that was fast. I wonder why it was so slow before.
There we go. Okay.
Well, look at that. Hold on. Now it's slow again. What is it doing? Maybe I have some weird thing going on. Still, 5 seconds. That's pretty long. All right. So that's great. You're able to display a board, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Um,
And that was for the new, right?
this is a new board. Well, this is
When you create a new game, it's just showing you
right. So like
said board you just created.
right. So if I click new game here, it's going to create a new game and then redirect me to show me the thing. And so up here it should say game/9. So let's do it. Ready? Bang.
Yep.
You can kind of see it happening in the Ruby side. All those insertions, and now it's redirecting to the show page. I can hear my fan starting, and here we are. So yeah, so that's good.
Okay.
But we never got to the original problem, which was you want to show over here in the games list.
Oh, so it works now. So we fixed it.
Somehow we fixed it. It might have been related to
I think it was that we were never saving
the user.
the game, or when we were creating it, it was tied back to the user.
It could have been any of those things, but it looks like it's doing okay.
Okay, so my error is gone.
All right.
Okay.
But I can't, if I join, will it let me join a game against myself? Why not?
My
Well, I'm not sure what happened. Oh. Well, anyway.
You probably just joined it, but we don't have any logic or anything, so it doesn't know like what to do. That's
Okay,
next.
okay.
Wow. Okay, that was awesome.
That
was awesome.
Oh,
So, could you push your changes to that branch, and I can look at it, and then I can go in and create tests and clean them up and all that?
I think so. There's a way to do it that's not weird. Let me just see here. Hold on a second. Okay, if I browse, I can browse to your repo here. Okay, I think I can fork it. Did I already do this? Where should we fork it? I want to fork it here. So I can fork this thing into my GitHub repo, and man, I just haven't done this in so long. Okay, and then I can, hold on. I can do git remote add, I don't know, my fork. And we've made some changes here.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make a new branch and call it whatever. Refactor, show board, or whatever we want to call it. Refactor, create, game, and show board. And why did I put that quote there? Moron. Okay, here we go. And so now I'm here. I'm just going to add it and say down. Okay. And so I should be able to do this. I should be able to do, what did I call that remote, the remote I made? I should be able to say git push my fork. And I'm pushing that up to my fork.
You're pushing that to yours, so I can pull it off your fork repo.
You can, but I can actually go there. Like, I can go to my, like here I am. I can go here like this. And I can make a pull request.
Okay.
And the pull request will go against, I mean, I don't want you guys to pull my code in because that's not, I mean, I don't care, but I don't think that's the goal of what we're doing.
Yeah, no.
But just so you can see it. Well, anyway, I'll do whatever you want. If you want, I can just leave it here on my branch and you can just look at it. Or I can, if I make this pull request, it'll show up in your,
it'll show up.
You know, so your team, your teammates will see that pull request, and I don't know if that's good for them or not. It's up to you.
I can leave it there either way. I'll let them know that I was going in and running into smash.
Yeah.
Make everything work.
I can't hear you anymore. Are you like?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, no, that's fine. Either way. All
right.
I don't know.
I'll just because we didn't make any like really drastic changes.
No.
Oh, it's doing a bunch of review. Oh, that's interesting. Well, either way. Okay, so here's my. How do I get back to my my thing?
Either way, that branch is on your fork.
That branch is on my fork, which I'm going to give you in the Google Hangout chat.
Okay.
And I called it, what did I call it? Refactor, create game, and show board.
Refactor, yeah.
So what I can do is I can make a pull request on my thing here against, what was the branch we did that off of? It was
ooh, it was
the one you were working on, right? What
yeah.
the heck?
I'm getting there.
No.
My branch was called
List available games. Right?
List available games.
All right, so okay, so I made a pull request. The value of that is you can go to it and see exactly what was changed.
Okay.
So like if you go to my repo, chess app, and then you look under pull, here, look on my screen, I'll show you what I mean. So like you come here, right? PD Bradley chess app.
Yep.
And then you click on pull requests, and then there's one pull request called mentoring session with Alan. So if you click on that, there's a tab here that says files changed.
Yeah, and then I can view everything that we worked on and everything that was edited.
Yeah, it shows what we deleted, what we changed. And you can just pick and choose. I mean, you may want to do things in a different way. So you just pick and choose from there.
Perfect. No, that's awesome. Yeah, okay, I see it now. Yep, I'm on that page. Okay, great. Yeah, no, that's perfect. I'll go through and look at that and digest it a little bit more and communicate with the team.
All right. Hey, when's your graduation date?
It is the 20th of August. I'm about a month away. It's flying by.
Wow.
August 20th actually is my last day, graduation day.
Okay.
21st, I guess, if you want to get technical, on Monday.